Hail.
Welcome.
I cannot, I will not allow the Enclave to control the one thing that could bring even the slightest spark of hope to these people. Project Purity would mean millions of gallons of pure, clean water for the people of the capital wasteland. James never got the damn thing to run. Neither did we, for that matter. But the Enclave, if they controlled that much clean water, they would control the entire capital wasteland. I simply cannot allow that to happen.
I'm sure you'll understand that there's far too much to be done right now. I've no time for chat.
I had a feeling you would return. Is it further assistance that you seek? Stay strong, my friend. What's the situation?
It appears the Enclave troops have moved beyond the Purifier into the surrounding wasteland region. No telling how far they will extend.
I can smell the stink of goop.
Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Up next, we've got a public service announcement. Listen up, children. This stuff's important. Don't feed the outline. That's wrong. Now, some music.
Well, what's the status on Roy Phillips and his gang?
Always good to see you. Always. How?
Are you ready now? We can't afford to keep standing around like this. Okay, don't be nervous. You'll have the whole Pride backing you up, not to mention this giant tin can. Just stay safe until we reach the purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
Liberty 5 is online. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists.
Honor us with your presence here.
Look, if we make it to the purifier, we can chat then. Now's not exactly...
Engaging the Chinese aggressors. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. Obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resonance barrier. Probability of mission hindrance: 0%. Embrace democracy or democracy, or you will be eradicated. Communism is the very definition of failure. Engaging with Chinese aggressors. Communist engaged. Democracy will never be defeated. Dropping hostile. Anchorage will be liberated. Communism is a lie. Engaging Chinese invader.
Need some help here!
Communism is a lie.
Two arms, bro.
Give me some help with this one.
Need some help here.
2 arms, brother! 2 arms! I want those targets down now!
Communism is the very definition of failure. Communism is death. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Significant obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by enhanced photonic resonance barrier. Established stratagem inadequate. Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge. alternative to communism. Democracy will never be defeated.
Stay sharp and stick close to me until we're...
Target fire! Weapon! Maintaining
Head for the control room, and keep your head down.
Not ready to take on those ghouls after all?
Full of the capital wasteland, it is I, Three Dog, your ruler. Hear me and obey. Oh, sorry.
It's good to see you alive and well.
Let me ask you something, children. You hungry for some 200-year-old Salisbury steak? You hungry for some news? I'm guessing news. Here you go. Okay. It seems the settlement of Grey Ditch has gone quiet. Residents haven't come out to trade with the caravanners, and attempts to make contact have been met with silence. So if you're out by Grey Ditch, you may want to pop in and see what's what. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Got a public service announcement. Listen up, children. This stuff's important. Just a friendly reminder to all you would-be bigots out there. Ghouls are people, too. You see, children, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die. Sure, they may look like hideous zombies from an old monster flick, but their hearts, their souls, their tears are all very much human. So please, if you meet one of the Capital Wasteland's mini ghouls, leave your prejudice at the door and your pistol in its holster. Ah yes, one important...
Ah, good to see you back. Now, pretty. How? Stay sharp.
Feral ghouls that prefer the dark, dank underground, they are basically mindless zombies, so kill as many as you damn well please. And now, some music.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this. I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power. Once this facility is operational, the masses will flock to the Enclave for fresh water, protection, and a plan for the future. The American people are worth fighting for. The future must be secured. I won't let you stand in the way of that. And what would you have me do? Let you have everything I've worked to build? Let you destroy it all? And you would just let me leave? How can I be sure you won't just shoot me once I turn my back on you? I suppose it doesn't matter much now. Very well. I shall leave you to your fate.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you just let him walk away. It's amazing the world hasn't beaten that out of you. You just better hope it doesn't come back to bite you. Now let's get this place locked down.
Hello? Hello, is anyone there? It's Dr. Lee. Something's wrong with the
It's Sarah
purifier.
Lyons. I'm in the control room.
Someone answer.
We're both here. What's going on?
I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged. During the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now! If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws? I wish that were true. Really, I do. But you heard Dr. Lee. We have to do this right now, or who knows how bad it'll be. One of us has to go in there. You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
The Enclave is retreating. We have a location isn't going to help at all. We have
You
enough.
mean comatose? After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered. Yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough. Please, relax. Everything is fine. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then. Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you. Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us. Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. She's right here. Unresponsive, but stable. To see that you've recovered gives me hope. As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Enclave. They did not directly attack us, and I believed we had time. Time to be cautious. Their assault on the Purifier forced our hand. We had no choice but to engage them directly. And once that engagement was begun, we could do nothing but see it through to the end. If they had not considered us a threat before, they do now. So we have spent the time since you and I last spoke, systematically locating and destroying every bastion of Enclave force we can. Liberty Prime has proven far more successful than any of us could have hoped for. The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier and is managing distribution of the water to the people of the Wasteland. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the on-site operation. Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
Presence detected. Did you need something? I thought you had the look about you. Sure, I could help you, but it's not free. 50 caps. Take it or leave it. Suit yourself, but you'll find out that your habit will cost you more than that in the end. Unit deactivating. This troop is hitting the rack.
Welcome. Good to see you. I mean, we've got the Enclave on the run now, right? What do you need? We've held out pretty well. If we keep them on the defensive and can keep pressing them, we've got a good shot at winning this fight. Things are looking a hell of a lot better than they were a few weeks ago. Look, we've won every engagement we've been in so far. We've got that robot on our side. Everything will be fine. Yeah, you're right. We'll get...
You're the bad man that hurts people, aren't you? Oh. Well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxon, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel, but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy. I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lions. But that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lions has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much. Oh yes, I've studied them quite a bit since I've been here. They're not all the same, you know, besides the regular ones. There are also brutes, and after them, the masters. They're really tough. But the worst of all? The behemoth! He's a giant! I saw one once, outside the Citadel walls. So scary. The super mutants are all over the city ruins. But Elder Lions doesn't actually think they're from there, or we would have found their home by now. It kind of seems like they're looking for something, but we're not really sure what that is. No. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lions took me out, just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound. May we speak again soon.
Through this. Look, this is the path that Elder Lions committed us to. He believes in it, and we have to trust him. Otherwise, we've got nothing. Yeah, I hear you. You honor us with your presence here.
Everything's above board. We've got this area locked down. We've got this area locked down.
Listen, I've got a question.
Yes?
Need some... Everything's above board. We've got this area locked down. We'll steamroll the Enclave so far, but how do you think this is going to end? Can we really defeat them?
We're walking a fine line. If we can keep the pressure on them, we've got a shot. If we give them time to regroup, we're in trouble.
This is a bad situation.
Need something, friend?
Brother. Yes? You think we're gonna win this? I mean, we've got the Enclave.
The Brotherhood is at your service. Hail, friend. As long as we keep grinding, we'll be through them in no time. We just need to keep the pressure on. Heard you took the pot. Good work. Of course, I'm not going to ask how you found out what his name was. Never back down.
You honor us with your presence here.
Need something, friend?
Hail.
I'm sorry, I'm very busy right now.
Far too much to analyze. Perhaps one of the other scribes could help you.
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting? Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you? I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions? If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, Paladin Tristan will be waiting. I'll alert him that you're on your way.
What do you want to know? We arrived here in 55, established ourselves in the Citadel within the first few months. The Elder has kept us busy since then.
Performance is exceeding all our expectations. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no counter. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy. It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly oversee the Purifier, so as to prevent any mishaps. Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation and is directly overseeing our efforts.
Not really. No. Could I? Yes. Will I? No. Go see Peabody or Bowditch. And so you go.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
It's been some time since those plucky paladins in power armor first stormed the Jefferson Memorial. They gave the Enclave their walking papers. But the fight, dear children, is not in there. The Brotherhood has been pursuing President throughout the wasteland. You know, some laser beams here, a few exploded corpses there. So the operation ends ASAP. The Enclave has been responsible for enough death and destruction. We need to get back to normal. You know, like fighting raiders or super mutants. Until next time, this is Three Dog, Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now listen close for this important.
Well, what's the status on Roy Phillips and his gang?
Remember, children, when the raiders come, there ain't no shame in locking them.
That's my...
Hey, you're awake. All right. Paladin Tristan is just inside. He's waiting for you.